What's up, you guys? Welcome to the behind the scenes. I have two special guests here with me today. Introduce yourselves.
Chloe.
I'm Jessica.
All right, Chloe and Jessica. You asked me a very specific question during the show. What was it? I'm trying to remember. She's like, I don't know. I don't fucking know.
What were you talking about?
I think you asked.
We wanted the real reason why.
Okay. Yeah, it was really why, but it was something. It was something very specific.
We got it, guys. Pull our brains together.
Something about cheating, right? I think it was something about cheating. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what are your thoughts on overall cheating? Let's just start with there.
Okay.
Thoughts on overall cheating.
I think it's vile.
Why do you think it's vile?
Because if you're not happy with the person or if you feel like there's doubts in the relationship, then you need to address it with the person before you go and sleep with someone and hurt their feelings and do all that stuff. It's just a mess.
Okay.
It's just a mess.
And what are your thoughts, Chloe?
It's just mean. Like, why would you do that to somebody? Some people take it way differently than others. Like, when it happened to me, I was like, all right, cool. I'm just going to bounce back, look better, be better, make more money. But some people take it way differently. Some people are like, all right, well, now what? Like, my life's over. Like, they hurt me so bad.
Okay.
I just want to, like, some people go to very dark places and they're just like, I want to hurt myself. I want to kill myself. A lot of people, especially our generation, like, a lot of people resort to that. And
yes,
not everybody's mentally strong.
Why, that's facts. 100%. I would agree. Excuse me. Before, I want to get a little bit more context. For you personally, have you guys both been cheated on or no?
Not in the physical sense, but like where he was talking to other girls, flirting with them, like being slick about it. Basically emotional cheating.
Grimy.
Okay, emotional cheating. And then you forgave him, or you just was done with that situation?
We broke up. We still haven't talked.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
The girl.
Got you. Okay. So I'm assuming that cheating for both of you guys is a deal breaker to where you don't want to even engage with this person again.
Yeah, well, now, but back it was like the first dude I ever like really loved. So I was a little dumb. So I was like, you know, like I did break up with him, but then I did go back. Not like fully dating, but like hanging out again and all that. But now, yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay, I want to go down this road. How many guys have you guys had relations with? Like a relationship?
I'm on my third.
Okay.
I've had a few, but I've been in 2 serious relationships.
Okay. Now, of those relationships, or even just the serious relationships, how did they end?
For me, all good, actually. Well, not the one. One of them I don't talk to at all.
Okay.
Obviously.
The one.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Once I came to my senses, I was like, all right. Time to just end it all. But I talk to a lot of my other ones. Well, not all the time, but they'll sometimes hit me up and be like, oh, like, how are you? How's, like, everything going? Just checking in. Just like that. And I'll reply and ask them the same thing.
Okay. Got you. What about you?
Yeah, I was in my first serious relationship, and that's the one that he was basically emotionally cheating on me.
Okay.
I think that happened because I was living like across the country, so that's where the whole long distance gets complicated.
Not an excuse, though.
But it's
okay.
It's
Hold on, no. Now we getting spicy with it. Okay, so you was in a long distance relationship. Okay. We have to explore this a little bit. You don't have to get too grimy or too gruesome, but we have to explore this, what I'm about to talk about a little bit. Okay. When it comes to sex. So, for instance, for you girls personally, when you are in a relationship, do you feel that you are obligated to have sex with someone?
No.
Okay.
No,
why?
You shouldn't feel like you should be obligated.
Yeah,
in
never
a
should.
relationship
Okay.
To have sex.
Okay. So what if he wants it, but you kind of don't want it? What happens? Give me the scenario that normally happens.
For me, I've been in that situation where I wanted to wait, but mainly dudes' minds are mainly set on sex. Not all the time. Like they may be like, oh, I really like this girl, but the more they like her, they're probably like, oh, like I want to know what she's like. Like, I want to see her. I want to see her all naked and stuff. But for me, no, I'm make them wait a lot.
Oh no, let me rephrase the question because
Okay.
that was not what I was asking. I'm asking specifically, you are in a relationship already.
Oh.
And you are maybe, I don't know, you are seeing each other on a consistent basis, and he wants to do something, but you kind of just maybe too tired, maybe you had a long day or whatever. What happens in that scenario?
It usually goes my way.
What do you mean your way? As in, like, you
If
just
I
don't
don't
do it?
want to, then no.
Okay, so
I mean,
now
there's times where they're like,
Let's
okay,
get
well,
it.
I'm gonna try to get you in the mood. And
Okay.
like, if it ends up happening, it happens. But if I'm like, no,
Okay.
like I do not want to,
Okay.
not tonight.
Mhm.
Like fuck off.
Mhm.
They're like, got the message. Like.
Okay. What about for you?
It's
Before I get
pretty
started.
much the same for me. Like my boyfriend will like kiss on me and stuff. I'm like,
Mhm.
babe. And
Okay.
I'll just be like, no, I'm not in the mood. You gotta chill out.
Yeah.
And he'll just be like, okay. And we'll just lay in bed.
Okay.
And if,
So
if
okay.
they can't respect that, then
Yeah.
they don't respect you. If they're gonna keep trying and trying and trying and trying, it's just like it gets annoying.
Oh no, I'm not even talking about that part of it. I'm about to go a whole nother left part of it.
Okay.
So because what I'm getting at is a lot of times in relationships, men get into relationships, women get into relationships, and the men's sex drive outweighs the female sex drive majority of the time. So if you want a guy to be monogamous to only you, then why not meet his needs or let him do what he has to do on the outside? So I just impose this question for you guys.
If he's really that horny and I don't want to fuck him, he can go do it himself. And if he's gonna cheat on me, then he's not the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You both think like that?
I do.
Yeah, go do it yourself.
Okay.
Go watch some porn. Knock yourself out.
Yeah,
honestly.
like go.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not in the mood. That is not my problem.
Okay. Got you.
It's not like he's never gonna get it again. It's just like, not tonight.
Yeah.
Not tonight.
And if they can't respect that, then that's your issue, bro.
That's your issue, bro. Oh my God, women. This is what I mean, fellas. This is what I mean.
What do you mean?
Because again, you're basically saying, I am a certain way. I want things a certain way. If it's not my way, then you still can't have it, and you can't have your way. So it's like the guy wants sex, obviously. Normally, a guy, not even normally, we are made to have variety of females. So for a guy to be like, I like this female specifically, and I'm not gonna cheat, I'm not gonna step out, and I'm not gonna, mess around with a whole bunch of other women. I want to be monogamous with this woman. That I'm trying to get, and you, from your perspective, that's why I asked you the question of, do you feel almost obligated to be like, okay, he's being a good guy, quote unquote. He's not stepping out on me. He's blah blah. He's my man. He's my husband. My whatever. So let me step up and make sure that I fulfill his needs sexually.
There are times like that where you're like, all right, you just gotta do it.
Okay.
Especially
Got you.
if.
Oh, okay, because the way you saying it, you was like, if I'm not feeling it, it's like, nah.
No, there are
Okay.
times, especially like, I'm not even gonna lie. When
Okay.
he spoils you
Okay.
all day long.
So that's the key. That's the
gets your
takeaway.
nails
It's the
done,
spoil.
takes you to dinner. Like, you're like, all right, I know what you want.
Okay.
And you're just working a little harder for it. Thank you.
Wow.
But-
wow. That's a whole nother conversation, but continue.
But no, there are times where I'm like, all right, fuck it,
Okay, got you.
But there are also times where I'm like, no, I don't want to, and we're not going to. Like, it for me, it's equal. It's always equal for me.
What do you mean when you say equal? I want to be very specific.
Like I said, like, relationship works really well when both things go both ways. So, like, there's times where I don't want to do it, and I'm like, all right, I'm just going to do it for him. And then
Okay.
there's times where I don't want to do it, and he's like, all right, I'm going to back off for her.
Okay. Got you.
Yeah.
Now, what about you, Jess?
I think it's the same, and it's like my boyfriend, like, sometimes he won't be in the mood and I am, and
Okay.
I'll just
That's what I'm about to
that's
ask.
the worst,
I was about to
and I'll
ask.
sit there.
Oh, that's the worst. Wait, no, hold on. Hold on.
I know what you're about to say.
Go
I
ahead.
know what you're about to say, but
no.
it sucks when for us,
Oh.
girls are more sensitive.
Sensitive don't mean shit when
but
you gotta
I'm saying
fucking.
we get offended when we don't get it.
No,
Like,
you
we
get offended when you get
offended.
rejected. Yes.
Yes, that
Yes.
too. And when
That's-
we don't get it, we get
yeah.
offended.
Got you.
Guys are just
We
like,
get
all
offended
right,
too.
fuck. Like, when she leaves, I'm doing it myself. Whatever. I don't fucking care.
Or
But
cheat,
girls, he said or cheat.
Yeah, I said Orchie.
Oh, I swear to God. But no, I get offended. I'm like, what's wrong with me? Is there something wrong with me? Do I look ugly? Am I too fat today? Like, what is good? Like, why don't you want
So key takeaway is sometimes reject them. Sometimes reject them.
No.
No, because we talking about being loyal to a guy, right? So if if sometimes you're like, okay, nah, not tonight. The woman like, damn, what the fuck did I do? What I gotta do? Do I gotta? So the next time, exactly. I know you know what I'm talking about. So the next time you do have sex, you're gonna be extra. You know, what do you call that shit? Extra. Put out. Basically, you're gonna put out a little bit extra. You're gonna rub his shoulders a little bit harder. You're gonna, you know, be a little bit better of a female girlfriend.
No, if I don't get it that night, like there's rare times because the guys always tend to give in. But you just start doing your own thing, you know, and they're like, damn, like I give in.
Most guys,
you guys aren't very strong when it comes to that. It's true.
That's a great question.
You guys aren't. No, do your own thing. Be like, fine, you don't want to fuck me, I'll do it myself.
Hold on, before I get into that point, Jess, what are your thoughts?
Well, yeah, like I said, like I respect him when he's not in the mood. Like,
really,
I'm a big girl. I'm a big girl. Like, I've got it. It's fine.
Do yourself.
And it's like, I'm not in the mood sometimes, so why would I be mad?
Okay, now let's get down to the nitty gritty. I want to know, this might be a little hard. This might be hard to do. And it might take some time to do. But I want to see from your perspective the differences between the two. Would you say that it's equal, that the guy wants you and then you don't want to do it, and you want him and he don't want to do it, or it's more so he don't want to do it sometimes more or less?
He doesn't.
Yeah, which one is more or less, or is it about the same for you guys?
For me, it's less. He's always down.
Okay, got you. See,
but I mean, it's been like that every time. I know exactly what to do. You know, throw on your booty shorts, no shirt, crawl into bed. Like, it's not that hard. Like, use your body.
Got you. Okay, what about for you, Jess? Would you say?
I feel it would be equal for me, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you feel it's about equal, that you guys don't want each other equally?
Well, we do want each other, but just like not like.
No, I mean like when you don't. Meaning like, if you was to quantize it 3 times out of the month, you don't want it. 3 times out of the month, he don't want it.
Yeah, we just go through little phases where we're just like, I don't feel good today. Please, just like chill out. Please chill out and just cuddle me. That's all I want. Got
you. Okay. Now I'm gonna ask a very serious, not serious, but a more serious question. So if you girls felt like you was not, I don't know, giving the guy what he needs in his life, would you try to fulfill that for him, or would you want him to try to figure it out on his own? Because this is a very big topic that a lot of people keep talking about.
What do you mean not feeling?
Meaning like a lot of times,
like
guys are just like, you gotta handle what the fuck you gotta handle. Like you said at the beginning of the conversation, you was like, you just gotta do you. Like, you just gotta, whatever.
Yeah.
Are you like that, or are you really trying to help him? Okay, you know what? Let me blah 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 with my mouth, etc. Or is it just leave me alone? I really don't care what you do.
It honestly depends. It really does depend.
Okay.
Like, if there's times where I'm like, all right, this poor guy, like, he really needs it. Like,
oh, God.
Poor kid.
Oh, God.
But there's also times where I'm like, all right, this fucker just wants to get it done with, go to bed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what about you?
Yeah, I would say it's about the same.
Okay.
Like,
it always kind of depends.
I'll come through sometimes, but...
I'll come through sometimes. Oh, my God. All right, and for you girls, you are not looking for a, I don't know, open, polygamous type of relationship. It's more so monogamous, one man, one woman relationships.
Yeah, I get way too jealous.
You get way too jealous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same here.
Gotcha.
Like, is she better than me? Is she, like, what? No, that's not my thing.
Okay. Do you feel that all guys cheat?
No.
Definitely not all, but I feel like there's a good majority that do.
Okay. What distinguishes the ones that don't versus the ones that do, from you guys' perspective?
In my opinion, mainly whenever somebody says they cheat, they're always like, I was drunk.
Hold on, from whose perspective? Like guys or girls?
Guys.
Okay, gotcha.
Guy and girls. Girls always use that too. I was drunk. So it's always kind of like alcohol kicking in.
Okay.
But there are some dudes where they're like, when I'm drunk, like, all I think about is you.
Okay.
So it really depends how, like, loyal the dude is to you. And, like, you can tell, like, unless you're dumb or avoiding it, like, you can tell. And some dudes may be better at hiding it, like,
I feel like some dudes will definitely like butter you up, try to pretend like they get to like want to get to know you. But there definitely are a lot of guys that are just like straight with it, like come over, Netflix, chill, and it's just like if they send you that message, what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Got you. Okay. So I want to transition just a little bit to another different topic. What about from people when you were not in a relationship? How was that lifestyle versus being in a relationship? I know obviously you would be one person versus you would be maybe many people.
Well, I was single. I definitely.
What?
When I'd go out, I was never like going out for a hookup.
Got you.
In my opinion, because I don't want everybody to know what I look like. Like,
okay,
or
wait, what?
Like naked. Like not everybody gets to see what I look like
okay,
naked.
got you.
Everybody gets to be inside of me. Like no.
Okay, gotcha.
So mainly I would go for food.
Wait, what? Hold on. You're going out for food.
For like a dinner, they'd be like, I want to go on a date. Like I want to get to know you. Be like,
okay,
down. I don't want to make dinner tonight. Sure, let's go.
Damn.
That's what.
Fellas, hold on. So hold on. Oh no, let me ask you this question
before. But
before.
not every girl's like me.
Got you.
A lot of girls are just like, you know what? Fuck it. I want to go get some dick. Sure. But me, I don't prefer that. Everybody's different. Like,
no. Let me ask you this question before I get rowdy myself. Have you girls, be honest, ever went on a date with a guy that you wasn't physically attracted to or attracted to in general?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
But it was mostly because like he was a good person and I wanted to give
personality.
him a chance.
Personality always
is
for the win.
But sometimes you just get the ick and you can't help it.
Okay, what about you?
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. That's the funny
God.
part. You said the ick.
What about for you?
What?
I said, what about for you?
I don't know. I mean, the thing is though, when they're like, oh, I want to take you on a date. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll keep it. Actually, yes, I have.
Thank you.
I just remembered somebody. Yep, definitely.
So
have.
fellas, okay. Now let me ask this a second question. How many dates normally does it? I guess you can't really quantize it, but if you try to in your head, how many dates normally does it take for you to know for a fact if you want to sleep with this person or not?
I like to see them around a group of people.
Okay.
So not even like, it could be 5 dates, 1 day. I just want to see you around a group of people.
Okay.
Because people act different in front of a lot of people. So I could
break it down for me though.
Like I could go on 1 date and be like, all right, fuck it.
Okay.
But like in front of a group of people, they could just be so, like she said, like cringy and just like an ick. Like they're trying to flex everything in front of everybody. Like I hate that. Like just they change.
Okay.
Some people do,
yeah, they're not themselves. Like you go on a date and it's like, oh, cool. Like this person's so cool, and then you get around everybody and they're like, oh yeah, like what I can do, and I'm like,
got you. So I'm guessing you don't like the showy type, flashy type.
I mean, I don't care. Like if they have flashy clothes, sure.
Okay.
But yeah, if you have to constantly talk about how much money you have, like all that, and like, oh, like have you seen my car that's outside? Like, yeah, I got a Ferrari. Like, all right, weirdo.
Don't try to be cloudy.
Yeah.
What do you mean by cloudy?
Just like pretend what you're not, just be you.
Okay.
Just whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
The worst is when they have, or when they like have like a lot of like well-known like clothes like brands.
Okay.
And then you really know how rich they are.
Okay, got you.
Like you really know. Like there's people who I've grown up with and I've known how much money they have. Like their family, friends and stuff. And then these girls will come and be like, oh my God, like you know him? I'm like, yeah. Like chill out, dude. Like people like that I don't like. That's why I always like to get people around a group of friends.
Okay, so let me ask the question. What is the number one thing you girls look for in a guy?
Personality.
Not
even looks.
I want our personalities to match too.
Yeah, because looks get old.
Okay, let me money, money, looks, status, personality. Out of those 4, what is the hierarchy for you girls?
Personality.
Okay. So have you dated an ugly guy with a great personality?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm not to gas.
All right.
Hey, they will know what I'm talking about. They're good. But yes.
You don't want to say no names? I got you. All right.
But no, Definitely.
Okay.
But okay, so personality top.
Okay.
What was
Okay.
the other ones?
Looks, personality, money, status.
Status as in like, do you mean by clout or like
Status, clout is kind of the same thing. It's more so of
Maybe how they're known.
yes, exactly.
known? Okay, if they like a reputation.
Meaning like pre-selection. So for instance, you have two different guys right here. One guy has an Instagram that's 300 followers. He has, a regular life. He doesn't really have girls that's going for him and that's really trying to get him, etc. Versus a guy who has, 50,000 or 100,000 followers, and you see a lot of females are like, oh my god, you're so beautiful, you're so hot, blah blah blah.
Yeah, I like the first one.
You like the first one versus this one.
Yeah, he seems more classy.
Okay.
I like it classy. I don't know. And also a nice thing knowing is like when they don't, like, I don't know, the social media.
Okay.
I hate social media. I'm on it.
Why?
I don't like
Because it's fake. It's all fake. I hate it.
Okay.
And like, I'm not saying like if my dude was to follow a bunch of girls, I don't care. Because who
Sound
knows?
like she do care.
No, I'm just saying because who knows what they look like in person. Like
Gotcha.
everybody edits.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, most people.
I mean, there's.
I don't, but go ahead.
I mean, I don't.
Chloe doesn't. I don't either. But Chloe doesn't.
No, I mean, but a lot of girls that
Yeah.
mainly
sure.
guys are interested to, like if they see their Instagram, ooh, she's bad.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
most of the time,
Yeah.
they do a little touch up.
The summer rae types, they be
Yeah.
touching up their
Yeah.
photos
Summer-
before they post.
Kendall Jenner.
This I do tell guys this what you just said a lot of times. You gotta stop comparing the perfect life of some women. I was about to say bitches of some women to the imperfections of the girl that you see every single day. Because a lot of times you comparing a regular female to a perfect person that you every single Instagram post is the best image that she took 200 photos and she just picked the best one.
exactly.
No one is perfect.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's why I hate social media because it's a
Gotcha.
perfect image.
Gotcha.
Everybody needs a perfect image on there.
Gotcha. Okay.
And like obviously, like you're not gonna post an ugly picture of yourself.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Like nobody wants to do that. Like, oh yeah, I don't look good in that one. Why would I post?
I'm
that?
gonna post that one. Yeah. Exactly.
No, nobody does that, which makes sense. But the editing is what pisses me off. Like, why fake it? Because when I see you in person, I'm like, ugh.
Got you.
Like
Yeah.
that's who he chooses.
Well, we getting a little bit off topic, but the reason
Yeah.
is because it's like I think everyone is wanting to be a personal brand now. Everyone wants to show off their lifestyle now. Every guy wants to show that they got nice cars, bad women around them, etc. And then every female wants to show that they're the most beautiful, push a bra, etc., etc.
But that's what like our like generation is coming up on. Like we were grown up in like social media and things like that. Like,
Yeah.
I really was. I didn't have a Instagram or Snapchat any of that till like sophomore year of high school. But,
Okay.
like younger kids, like that's what they grew up on, Instagram and Snapchat and all that, and like Twitter and all that. Like that's like it's common.
Okay. What's the best way to slide in the DMs?
See, I've never slid.
Okay. No, from a guy perspective, because remember, this is 97% of the watchers are guys. So from a guy sliding into your DMs, and if you can remember, what are some pickup lines or some things that someone said that worked for you, Jess, or for you?
I can't remember like a joke or like anything, but jokes. Because for me, it's personality.
Okay.
I don't care how many followers. I will reply. Like if you say something funny, I will definitely reply.
Okay,
I've had
gotcha.
some funny DMs.
Yeah.
And like if it's funny, I'm like,
Okay.
dude, that was good. That was really good.
Okay.
But if they're like, just like hi.
Yeah,
and they
hell
have like
no.
thousands of followers and they expect you to be like, oh my god, hi. Like, no, get out of my DMs. You're staying in the
They're
requested.
doing it at least because they feel that they're the most.
Yeah, because
Gotcha.
they think they have clout. No, stay in my requested. I don't
in my
care.
requested.
If you have a joke
Okay.
though, but if a girl cares about that clout, it all depends on the girl.
No, you're right. 100%. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Now let's go back to the original question of the money, looks, and status and game.
That's where we drifted
Yeah,
off.
we drifted super off that. So what is your hierarchy? I know you said personality first. What's next for you?
It's so hard because the other things I just don't care about.
Really? You say that, but a lot of times what I see, especially being on the show, especially having women on the show, I've had I think over 100 so far on the show. They say that, but then they actually really think and they change their minds. So for instance, when I say status, it's not necessarily clout. It's more so like pre-selection in a sense of like if you see a guy that already had relationships, you like, okay, he's probably a safe dude. He's not a serial killer. Versus a dude that had never had a girlfriend. Matter of fact, let me just ask you the question straight up. Would you be more attracted to a dude that has had girlfriends in the past or a dude that was fresh and never had a girlfriend?
That is a good question. Honestly, probably a girlfriend.
See, exactly. That's pre-selection.
Same.
Okay.
As long as you're over her.
Number 2.
as long as you over here, got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what about the other two? Money versus
But I'm not saying like there's nothing wrong with a dude who's been in a relationship. Like if you haven't been in a relationship, like don't worry. You just honestly
No, lie about it. Lie about it.
Lie
About it. Cause at our age, you don't want to be like, oh, I've never had a girlfriend before. They gonna look at you like, okay, this is a weirdo.
There's something wrong with him.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, lie about it or get a girl who has not a boyfriend.
True.
Yeah.
Just start something.
Now for you, which one is more important, the looks or money? Because these are the last two for you.
Probably. Ooh, yeah. Money. Like honestly, looks is last.
Okay, so you can date a ugly, but a very
not like
good.
I have to be attracted to him.
Got you. Okay.
But a personality can make you attractive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
No, it really
100% true.
can.
Yeah.
So I would say like.
Well,
money.
more attractive from a woman's perspective.
Yeah,
I want
like
that to be very clear.
The girl you're getting to know,
Yeah.
like she could find you attractive because you have such a good personality. That's why that's first. But looks, I would say is last. But I don't want to date somebody who I'm always have to pay him for. I don't want some bum feeding off me.
Okay, so you couldn't date a guy that was struggling in life.
I mean, it depends how strong our relationship is.
Okay.
Like really. Like, if I'd known him and then we decide to date and he's like, I'm struggling right now, like, I'm trying to get a job, trying to, like, at least make himself a better person.
Okay.
Make himself get more money, then you're good. I'll support you.
Okay.
If I really care about you.
Okay, he's a manager at McDonald's and he makes $48,000 a year, but he doesn't want to really progress in life. He want to just stay around that area.
Stay working at McDonald's? No.
So hold on, the job title matters for you.
No,
for y'all.
but if you want to
But he's not trying to progress out of there. That's the issue.
The minimum salary in the United States is $50,000. So that's why I always say that number to make it very clear that he's already better than 50% of all Americans. Yeah.
But it's like, does he want to stay there? Is he gonna be happy that whole time over there? Probably.
Yeah,
not.
he has his
can
vacations
move on to better things.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can always find something else.
They hating on the manager of McDonald's question. They always hating on that one.
Boss up, like, do something.
He already the boss, he the manager of McDonald's.
Okay, but like you can make, like, I'm already making more money than he is.
Yes, but if you was to put it back into perspective, if he makes $50,000 a year, he makes more than 50% of all Americans. More than 50% of all Americans. So that's why I always ask women this question, because it brings it back down to numbers and reality to make you understand that, hey, he's already above 50% of all other, not only men, women and men. So that's why I always ask that.
Yeah, well, if he's gonna be with me, then like work there, but you're still gonna have to go up, like.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't know, hey mom, hey dad, yeah, he's the manager at McDonald's.
So what's the job title then? So it is a job title.
That it's just like, why not why not go do something, start your own business, invent something. Like there's so many things you can do. Like you can still work at McDonald's, but like go do some other stuff. Like I don't know.
I want to challenge you to see why. Why is that? Because you say 90% of what all other women say, but you can never explain why.
I think it's because like it's not what he actually wants to do. Like he can actually do a hobby he actually likes to do. Like maybe if he likes building stuff, he could work in carpentry or work in a shop somewhere because he likes to build stuff. But if he's just working at McDonald's, looking over people, telling him what to do, even though he's making good money, he probably doesn't enjoy it.
Okay.
So.
Got you. Now let me pose a question to you. What is your hierarchy of needs for you personally? Money, looks, status, and the personality of the game, etc.
I think it would go personality.
Okay.
Looks.
Okay.
Because I have to be attracted to the person.
Okay.
I have to. Maybe it'll change later when I get older, but I've only fallen in love with the people that I've been like attracted to.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And I would say money third because if I'm still in college, maybe he can help me out. Vice versa too, though.
Okay.
And what was last?
It's money, looks, status, personality.
Status. So like, I don't really care about status. You can have 200 followers on Instagram. I really don't care about what you do.
Okay. Now, this looks thing, I want to get into this really, really quickly. Then we can wrap up. This is behind the scenes. But the looks things for you, because I know you said looks is like last on your list. But I can probably guarantee that you haven't dealt with guys that are shorter than you.
No, I have.
Hold on. You've dealt with guys that are shorter than you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was
But it's
wrong.
really, like, if you make me laugh,
Gotcha.
you make me feel special, like, it's really, like, not that hard. Like, you just have to be a genuine good person. At least for me, like, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to date somebody who looks, like, hideous. Like, you can't even look at them.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But, like, no offense.
Okay, got you.
But I'm just saying, like, for me, it really, looks is the last thing. Like, and even if we're hanging out as friends, start as friends. Like, if you know, if you know
Hell
you're not
no.
that good of a, if you know you're not that good of a looking person.
No, hold on. Before she
Start
continues,
off as friends.
Before she continues, never do that shit. Never do that shit. That's the worst
what?
advice you can possibly get.
Honestly,
right now.
I'm gonna agree with you on that, because I've had guy friends who have been like my really close friends, and then they start getting flirty with me, and I just have to cut them off because I'm so uncomfortable.
Exactly.
No, there's
yes.
Okay, close guy friends is different. Dudes that you look at as brothers is different, but guy friends in a friend group, that's not different. I dated 2 of them.
Like hanging around the same circle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, then that makes
that's more
friend,
acquaintances than friends. To me, friends is like someone you depend on, that you talk to, that you really trust, and et cetera, not just someone that you see around.
Okay, that's like best friend. Like my dude best friends, hopefully know that they're never gonna hit.
Well,
but
they
like,
definitely want to. I want that to be very clear.
No, trust me, I know.
I'm about to say they definitely want that to be clear. Gotcha.
Every guy at least wants to, but like.
Well, not every guy. There's probably some guys that don't find you attractive, but
yeah,
I'm saying,
I'm not saying me. No.
Okay.
I'm just saying like every dude at some point, like close friend is gonna want to be like, I just kind of want to know.
Yeah, of course. Because what's the point of the friendship to even have the spark to begin with? Other than it was like an employee or you grew up with this person type and you was forced into a relationship bond with this person. Other than that, why are you even engaging on a consistent basis with each other? Obviously, one likes each other more than the other one. So, yeah.
I have close guy friends.
They want to fuck. I'm going to keep it real.
Just holding the feelings back.
Yeah, they holding the feeling back. They're waiting their turn. They're waiting till you're vulnerable.
They've been friends with me though for years. Years.
Now,
how long are they gonna wait?
Okay, no. So you said something very interesting. You said years. Now, when you said years, I want to be very clear. This was started in high school, or some started in middle school and elementary school.
High school.
Okay, then yes, they could be your genuine friend. Because the only friends that I see that works when it comes to male and females is if they're like your brothers. Then they out of the friend zone. I mean, they out of even the friend category though. They're more like brothers. They like, hey, that's my brother type shit. Blah blah blah. But if they're your friend and you met them in college or when you was still an adult, nah, they're not your friend.
Yeah.
They trying to fuck for sure. But you said something interesting. You said you got someone came out of the friend zone. How did they come out of the friend zone?
I said that?
You did. You said 2 people came out of the friend zone.
Oh, them? Okay, but not best friends. They weren't best friends. They were in the friends, groups of groups. I don't know. I just was always around them. And then we were just like one-on-one talking. I was like, dude, this person's cool. Like, super cool.
Gotcha.
And then we hang around them more and more. And then they're like, Chloe, you want to go get food? And I'm like, sure.
That's always the trick.
Hey, dinner. Food is
your weakness.
Though.
Got you.
It really is.
Food is your weakness.
Oh my gosh, take me to a nice dinner. Damn.
It's COVID. Can't do that. Jess, for you, have you ever had a guy get out of the friend zone?
Successfully?
Yes.
I don't think so, no.
Seriously?
No.
Wow. So once they're your friend, they're screwed. They're just...
Yeah, you're my bro. Come on. I
Gotcha.
can't imagine kissing you. I would puke.
Yeah, I have
exactly, fellas. So never do the friend approach. Never do the friend approach. Never do the friend approach.
Not the super close friend.
Never do the friend approach. Always do the
You can come in friendly.
No,
but
if they're going,
you have to let them know.
if the girl's coming to you for advice on another dude, it's over.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, but it depends. That not necessarily, but I wouldn't even engage in that to begin with. So if a woman came to me and was like, I don't really care. Like I would just do something else if you was to do that. But never do the friend route. Always do the more direct route, if any route. But yeah, so thank you guys for the behind the scenes and giving us your perspective of these friendships and this. Oh no, I think I didn't ask you about the height and weight requirements and stuff for guys.
Height and weight?
Yeah. Would you date someone that's shorter than you? Would you date someone that's etc.? Do you have a minimum requirement for height?
I think I just want someone to be as tall as me.
Okay.
Cause I am like 5'9". How tall are you, Chloe?
5'6".
5'6". So we are kind of a little bit taller than like the average girls. So
Gotcha.
I don't know. It just feels a little awkward for me to like bend down and kiss someone.
Yes.
Like that's all.
Yeah, that's
like,
real. Yes.
I'm just gonna be honest.
Just be honest. Yeah. Keep it real. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, I've dated somebody who's like the same height as me, but I can never wear heels. That is like a.
Got you. Yeah, see?
Like, but like it was never a problem. Like I was just like, all right, I just want to wear heels.
Okay.
The funny thing is that
But why? Hold on.
you would always be like, are you really gonna wear those?
Oh.
you're like, yeah, I'm sorry, I gotta do it to you.
So he made a problem out of it.
No, never. It was never a problem. I was just like, look, it goes with the outfit. Like it was never a big deal. He was just like, now you're gonna be taller.
Okay, look, quick question. So was he the one that like did he make it like a joke, or was it just like a real like issue for him, maybe deep down inside, or was it just like a jokey type of thing?
He made it seem like a joke.
Got you.
Maybe might have been like a personal like deep joke, but like I didn't know. I just started laughing. And I was like, yeah,
Okay.
I am.
But for you personally, it didn't really affect you.
No.
Okay.
No.
But starting now, who you are today, and in the future, would you date someone the shorter than you or is exactly the same exact height?
The dude I'm with is only a little bit taller than me.
Okay.
Same.
Like
here.
when I wear heels, we're probably the same height, or I might be a little bit taller.
Okay.
But he makes me laugh. It makes me feel like a queen. So
You don't gotta
Makes
be
you feel like a
6'5".
queen.
like a queen.
That's so adorable.
That might be a whole nother discussion. Oh my god. No. Alright. Anyway, where can they find you guys?
Chloe_Cunliffe.
Alright.
Jess Jedski, JEDSKI.
Alright, that will be in the description below as well. If you enjoyed this behind the scenes, thank you for watching, and I'm out. Peace. Wooski.